Hello, everybody. Sorry I was a little bit behind there. Just trying to get all the information that I want to give you guys together. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tiffany. Hello, Rose Petal. Hello, Christy. Hello, Des. Hello, Shannon. Good morning. I'm not going to be on very long, you guys, because I'm not supposed to be using my voice yet. But I just wanted to come in and give you guys the information that I've got. Hello, Curly Sue. Hello, Linda. Carrie Lynn. Hello, Tube Crime. You had me in tears the other night, Tube Crime, watching your video there about AK. I hope he's doing well. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Sheila, Brandy, Christy, Tammy. Hello, everybody. Good. I'm glad to hear that he's doing better, Tube Crime. Yeah, it was tough to watch. But I'm glad to hear that he is doing good. Okay, so some new stuff that just came out. Now, everybody has heard by now. I haven't been able to jump on as much as I've wanted to because I've got to rest, you guys. I slept most of the day yesterday. I was in the hospital for a whole day and trying to get things taken care of here. So I'm going to be okay. It's going to take some time to get through this. So thank you for everybody who sent the well wishes. I appreciate it. The turret, okay, Christine says, does anyone know who gave Andy the turret location? Hey, there's no shame in that, Tube Crime. It just shows that you're human. Yeah, I didn't get that either. Turret or current? Yes, Christy, thank you, my dear. But I did want to... Yeah, I don't want to mention anybody else's reads and stuff and that because I don't want to confuse everybody with what I'm bringing out and what they've brought out. Okay, you guys? Because then I get all kinds of emails asking me this and that, and it's not my read, so I can't comment on it. I can't tell you how that came about. Hi, Suze. So I'd like to stick to what I'm bringing out here. I know there's a few of us that are working with him, and I know there's also a few others that have also given him lots of info. So let's just stick to this, okay? So the undisclosed location, they're not going to give that out yet, okay? But I will tell you what has been found. Okay, so there has been a pink glove. Okay, there's been jeans. There's been a tarp that was nailed to the ground with 3 nails. Okay, now, what's been the most interesting is there was invoices found. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. That really helps me out. I very much appreciate that. There was invoices for 3 trees that were found. Okay. These are trees that Barry planted somewhere. They're not giving the location. Okay, but those invoices were turned over to CBI and FBI. Now, apparently, from what I've heard, is the CBI and FBI guys nearly jumped out of their chairs when they got this info. So, oh, thank you, Christine, for that super chat. So that's what I'm getting, is the CBI and the FBI jumped out of their chairs when they got this info. So I'm assuming, and this is only my opinion, guys, that these invoices that were found for these three trees that Barry purchased, I believe that they're planted somewhere, and that could be the location that the dogs hit on when they hit and sat, which is the best hit you can get when it comes to cadaver dogs, okay? And the undisclosed location, I hope people don't know where this location is. I do hope that they don't give out that location, okay? It is being protected right now by law enforcement, and they're waiting on a warrant that might have already came through today. But I know there's two areas. The one that they did disclose is the beach area where the dog did a passive hit. Okay. That's not being released, Rose Petal. Rose Petal asks what kind of trees. I have no idea what kind they are. All I know is that CBI and FBI were pretty happy about when these invoices were found, okay? And another thing I find interesting, you guys, if you watched the other night, again, thank you for that super chat. I so much appreciate that. Yes, Tube Crime, the train is insane out there. You were out there, so, you know, I just can't imagine, like, in Canada, we don't have, except for, like, in British Columbia, we really don't have terrain like that. Like, the prairies are pretty flat, and, you know, so if you want to go any kind of mountain climbing and stuff like that, I know places in Montreal have some kind of mountains, but nothing like in Colorado, okay? Yeah, and if you guys haven't checked out Tube Crime, head over to his channel and check out his channel. He's got some pretty good stuff there. And he also has some pretty humorous stuff. When I need a good chuckle just to change, you know, the train of thought, you go over, and he has some pretty funny stuff over there too that he's done up. And I mean, he spent some time doing this, you guys, so go and check him out too. Okay, let's get him up to where I am with subscribers, or surpass, even better. But yeah, he's great. Okay, so another thing I want to break up, like, I am just bleh. The medication they got me on, one makes me loopy and the other one keeps me on the toilet. So it's like, I can't win for losing. Can't, whatever that saying goes. Oh, you're so welcome, Tube Crime. Yeah, so I want all my subscribers, once we're done here, head over to Tube Crime and hit that subscribe button on his channel too, and let's help get him up there in subscribers, because he deserves it. Like, once you see his stuff that he's got over there, and it's not all serious, but he's got some really good information over there, and he's got some really funny stuff that I think you guys, it gives a little break to the monotony that's going on with this. Okay, thank you, Jackie. Thank you, you guys. I know my subscribers. I got the best around Tube Crime. They'll head over there and they'll smash that subscribe button for you, and hit the likes on his videos too, because that's going to help him too. Yes, I've been drinking a lot of fluids, Julie, but it's just like both meds are helping, but it's just like the side effects sometimes are worse than what they're supposed to do to help, but they are helping, and they're helping to clear up what's going on with this infection stuff in my ears and sinuses. But yeah, my throat is not so bad today. I've been eating a lot of honey too. So, yeah, I've got, what happened was, you guys, it started with an ear infection. And I thought the pharmacist gave me the wrong stuff, because when I looked on the bottle, me and Bez the other night, it said it was for eyes. And I've been putting this stuff in my ears. But apparently I'm told it's good for the ears too, because I'm allergic to a lot of medications. So, but anyway, to make a long story short, it didn't help. So between my sinuses and my allergies going on and the ear infection, it's gone into my throat. My throat all swelled up, and oh, it was just, I had a reaction to another medication and ended up at the hospital, and oh, it's just been a cluster F, if you know what I mean. So let's get back to this. Okay, that's not important. I'm going to be fine. So another thing I found important was yesterday. Okay, if you guys remember my last live, oh, thank you, you guys. Yeah, it's like one really made it even worse. So let's get past that. I really appreciate all you guys with your well wishes, but I want to get this out before my voice starts going nuts again on me here. So another thing that I found interesting yesterday was, if you guys watched my other live the other night, when Barry was out there putting up cameras, and he had a shotgun over his shoulder. He didn't point it at anybody, but it was kind of menacing, and he approached Andy and the other searchers, saying to back up because they were getting too close to his property, yada, yada, yada. Well, yesterday, all of a sudden, Barry allows them to search that property outside. Okay? But as he's allowing them to search, don't forget these cameras are up, so he can watch everything that's going on, okay? He allows searchers, and only two or three specific searchers. Andy could go, but he had to be with a certain other somebody, and I think that was one of Barry's friends, and somebody else, which I believe was, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry, I forget his name. Somebody else that's close to Andy. But he'd only allow Andy there if this other guy was with him, and I believe it's one of Andy's friends. But what Barry did was, he jumped in his truck, attached his trailer with the Bobcat, and hightailed it out of there. Okay? Hello, Oma. He hightailed it out of there with the Bobcat, with his daughters in the truck behind him, and they took off. And that's when they allowed Andy and the other guy on the property to search. Nothing was found. But I'm going to tell you something else. What was found behind the Morphew house, I don't know if it was right on the property line or on the property line, there was something found there too. Okay? Okay, I'm trying to read some of your... Yes, Mystic Firefly and Kathy are all in my province in Ontario here. Yeah. I believe the dogs would smell the bobcat too. Now, I know that the beach area and the other area, and if you are a searcher that's on here right now that was out there, please do not disclose that location. There's a lot of us that know where that location is, but please, let's not get involved in that. Let the FBI and everything do what they've got to do, okay? Yes, I am, Janice. I just wanted to jump on and give this information that I have came up with. So I found it funny that he allowed them to search and took off, okay? And I think there's still somebody at that home. One of Barry's friends, I think, is still inside that house. Okay? So the one location by the river that's been disclosed, the beach area where they cut up all the concrete there for that house, they are going to search those rock areas. It was a passive hit there. Opinionated Oma, we're talking about the second location where things are found that the FBI and CBI are protecting right now and waiting on warrants, okay? Because there was a pink glove, jeans, a tarp with 3 nails nailed to the ground. But the main thing is these invoices. Apparently, the CBI like jumped out of their seat when they got certain information. Now there's invoices of 3 trees that Barry bought and planted somewhere. Okay, and this could be something big. I'm not sure. Tube crime. I don't think so. I know the area that they're protecting right now, you can't get near it, but people have been trying to go there. Okay, like I've gotten emails from people telling me that people are trying to go there to see what's being done. Like, stay away. Like, we don't want anything compromised. Okay. Tiffany Richardson says, we pray that they find her. She does not deserve to just vanish. I think she's going to be found. I think there's going to be big news that's going to be coming out this week. Andy actually slipped a couple things. I don't know how many people caught it. I didn't see too many comments on it, so that's good. It was kind of like an oops. Yes, I believe she's gonna be found. And Chris was talking about cryptic to me last night. Yeah. Are you talking about the Mystic Firefly? Are you talking about the 5? Remember 5? There's some big stuff that's going to be coming out. And like I said, Megan asked, do you think she was moved from the beach site to the FBI is guarding now? No. I don't think he has attempted to move her again since this search started. But I do believe that she had been moved, maybe even twice. Okay, if you guys just give me a minute, because I got UPS at my door. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Yes, we need to be patient. Like, we need to let CBI and FBI do their jobs now. Okay, I know the search is continuing today and tomorrow because I think there's more to be found. I'm trying to. That's right. Maureen made a very good point too. If the police talk too much, the killer hears it all too. They are right to keep everything close to the vest. Yes. And I believe that Barry watches a few different channels. Megan McLeod says, do you feel Barry will commit suicide once he knows she's been located? I've had that feeling. He's a ticking time bomb. Yes, the tube crime, yes, it's going to go down like dominoes when this goes down. So I'm kind of a little upset that the invoice thing has come out. And this is from, it's not law enforcement that released this. This is people who were actually on the searches that decided they were going to put out some information. Because putting out that information the way they did is now giving Barry a heads up that they found these. You know what I mean? Sue says we're not antisocial at 991. What? Who said we were antisocial? Huh. Okay. Maybe tube crime. Maybe he watches you. If he does, he's not going to like your little skits there that you do. But we all love them. Okay, yes, I don't think that Barry will be able to handle jail either. I don't think it's going to go well if they go to arrest him. Don't forget, Barry is a person that needs control of everything. Being locked up, he loses all control, and I don't think, no. Barry hates tube crime. Then tube crime's doing his job right. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about is the girls. I just hope if, put it this way, you guys, I hope they find Suzanne's remains so she can be brought home to her family that loves her, so she can have a proper burial. Once her remains are found, I really don't care what Barry does to himself. What I'm concerned about are the kids. Yes, I'm kind of afraid of that too, Des. Yeah. But the worst thing that could happen is that they find certain things that prove that he did it, but not find her body yet, and him do something to himself. That's the worst that could happen right now, because then we'll never know where she is. So I'm hoping that they find her remains, and I hope that that's well on its way. Oh yes, this was definitely premeditated. I have no, and that's my honest opinion. I think that this was done Saturday evening. And like I said, he had from Saturday evening until Sunday afternoon to do whatever he had to do to dispose of her remains. Okay, so that's a long time. That's like 16 hours. Yes, I was going to get to that, Julie. So I believe it was premeditated. I believe that he had something already set up to where he was going to put her in the event that things didn't go the way he wanted them to go. Yeah, that was another thing. As Barry was leaving with the Bobcat with his daughters behind him after he gave the okay to search his property, he did make a comment that he loved Andy, and that one of the daughters got to talk to the grandfather, and I find that just weird because it's been held back for so long, and then all of a sudden, the day that he allows them to search the property, and then they take off with the bobcat. I don't know, man. I don't like it. Yeah, with the right equipment, you can do some damage in those hills. Yep. Yeah, I think Suzanne was planning on taking the girls and heading to Florida because we also heard about these domestic violence meetings. So I think that I verily, and I've said this since the beginning, I think that she wanted to leave him and she wanted to get away from him. And they've always said the most dangerous time when leaving an abusive spouse is in the planning and the days before you're about to leave and the day you leave. Those are the most dangerous times. Well, thank you, Linda. I'm on my way. Like I said, even my private readings have come to a halt, you guys. They will resume. I'm not even supposed to be doing this right now, but I am because I want to keep you guys up to date, okay? Yes, like I said, strawberry wine, I believe that she was asking for a divorce. And I think that's what I believe this fight was about. And then when she had said that she wanted to go and visit her friend in Florida, and he screamed from the background, "You ain't going nowhere." Like, that just shows you how controlling he was. Okay, and I think she had had enough. This was all about Barry losing control. This wasn't about Barry gaining control. This was about Barry losing control. He was losing control of everything. With Suzanne saying that she wanted this divorce, which I believe is what happened, that she wanted to leave him, he knew that he was losing control of everything. And Andy did comment on that stuff, that he has found out that things weren't honky-dory at home, and he found out about these domestic violence meetings, okay? Yes, let's not bring the girls into this, okay? They have nothing to do with this. Like, you got to realize these poor kids, all they have now is their dad. And they're probably going to lose him too. So let's not bring the girls into this. And I cannot imagine what these girls are going through. They've already lost their mom and probably going to lose their father. Let's leave them out of this, please. So another thing that was mentioned is there was comments being made that Barry was moving and planting evidence for this search. There's been stuff that I'm not going to say where, but apparently before the search even started, that he had tried to plant some stuff to distract. And if you guys have seen my reads, distraction is big with him. So yes, it's going to be interesting to see Now, there was another bit of information that came out, was that there is a woman that follows Barry's every move. And apparently, it's irritating Barry. And I think there's more than just one person watching Barry. I think Barry's been watched and he didn't even know he was being watched. I believe there could be, Kat. Like, if you guys go back and read right from the beginning of my reads on Suzanne, there's a lot of information in there. This was like just after she went missing, within the week. I think I did a read. And everything that was in that read is coming to light now. And then as the reads progress, and then I did a read on Barry, like they match. They match exactly what's going on. Paula says, how does the pink bike fit in? I don't think it was a pink bike. I think it was a pink bike glove. Because I got information this morning that it was a pink bike glove. I'm not so sure about the nephew. Yeah, but they don't think the pink bike is involved in this. And there's a pink bike glove. Like I said, I can't say too much because people that give me information, I make them a promise that I'm not going to share it until it's already come out or has been released by media or something. According to PE, there's a pink bike involved that may have been used for parts and may have been dropped off to a guy named Scott. Yes, this guy named Scott is a guy in Salida that fixes bikes. Yeah, you could be very much right, Maureen. But from what I've heard about the bike is they don't think it's connected. Morgan also came out. Let's speak about Morgan since somebody just brought up her name. Morgan also came out with, after this, it was released, I believe, on Profiling Evil, about the beach area. Morgan Gentile came out with a text saying, oh, did the dogs hit on Suzanne's scent at the beach? Which I found really flippy. Yeah, Tube Crime. I've heard from a lot of people that were there that they felt very uneasy being out there with Barry on the loose, especially the way that he came up on Andy and the other searchers with the cameras and that shotgun slung over his shoulder. Drama must remain on the stage. What? What do you mean, what? Yeah. Like, why did Morgan come out with that comment? Oh, did the dogs hit on Suzanne's scent at the beach, that was the area that Barry sent her to that morning. And this is another thing, okay, that came out. The morning that she was sent to that beach site, Barry called her up and said she was supposed to be there at 8. Barry called her up and said, no, change of plans, wait till 9. Meet me there at 9. And then called her back and said, no, never mind. Meet me there for 8, like we planned. So he kind of called her, changed the plans, and then changed them back. And then that's the spot where he told her, rake this all out and make it flat. Make it look like a beachy beach. Flat. That's the area that the dog did a passive hit on. And then Morgan comes out when that site was released and said that the dogs hit on it, when it got all over the news and everything. Morgan turned around and messaged somebody saying, oh, did the dog hit on Suzanne's scent there? I believe she knows something. Maureen, as far as I know, so many people have sent in that information about the cooler, the blue blanket at Sand Creek Park, and apparently it's just being discarded. I don't think they're even interested in it for some reason. I don't know. But I know quite a few have sent that information to LE and PE and everybody. So I believe she was killed. Okay, who said that? Okay, Julie. No, wait a minute. Raging Night Wolf said, on what date do you believe Suzanne died? I believe it was on the 9th. Katie, we're not bringing up the other reads, okay? Because I don't want to confuse everybody in here with my reads and the information that's come out and other people's reads, because I can't comment on somebody else's read. So I just don't want that brought in here, please. We can mention other sites, go and check them out, but I just don't want to bring other people's things that they found in reads into this session, because I can't comment on that. And I don't want people getting confused with what I've came out with and what others have come out with as far as reads. Yeah, I believe she was killed on the 9th at night. And then I believe that he had 16 hours to do what he wanted to do with her and bury her and everything else until he had 16 clear hours before anybody even suspected anything was wrong. And that's why I'm kind of concerned that they're only saying a 3.5 hour area, because he could have gone anywhere. He could have had somebody else rent him a car and changed vehicles, parked his truck at that motel, had somebody waiting there with him, left his phone, everything there. Like, he had this planned. To crime. Morgan Gentile hates me at 3 a.m. Oh, God. I think Morgan knows more than what she's saying. And I think she's scared that she's going to be drawn into it. Shannon says, to crime, what are you doing waking her up at that hour? Two Cripe says, I said she was a whisperer before I meet her famous. Yeah, and I think I do believe she's scared of Barry. Apparently she turned over her, I was sleeping, she emailed me mad. Oh, dude, crying, you make me howl. Yeah, wait till you guys go over and check out Tube Crime's channel. Like, you'll be howling. Like, he's got a lot of serious stuff there. And but he also has a lot of funny stuff too. And sometimes you need that to break up the monotony of the crap that's going on. Suze says, I don't want to spoil this feed though, but thanks for concern. What's going on, Suze? I haven't heard that, Lisa. Lisa says the home where the beach site is belongs to a relative of Barry's friend George. I haven't heard that. So yeah, there's still another worker that's not talking, and he gave kind of like a cryptic message. Yes, must start from the beginning to understand. I agree too, Crime. And Julie was asking how I was feeling, was just explaining. Oh, okay. Yes, I hope you're feeling better too, Suze. Yeah, we haven't heard a lot on the beach house thing, but they were waiting on warrants. Like, you guys got to realize that if they just go in there and start digging and they find something, they can't use it in court. They have to have a warrant, okay, for to be able to use that, and it has to be collected properly. Yeah, as much as Tammy and Jackie have both said, like, yeah, I'd be scared of him too, but you got to remember, up until this broke, she used to work alone with him, and there's been other people, like electricians and stuff like that, that have come forward that have said that Barry was very protective of her. That this one electrician even told his buddies that, like, he had working for him, stay away from that landscaping girl because he protects her. So there was something going on there, I believe, in my opinion. And I think she's scared of him now because she thinks he may want to silence her. That's what I think. Yeah, I got that too, but I follow it. And then I see some of the comments and I kind of giggle because some people just miss exactly what you are saying in those videos. um, yeah, so I kind of just giggle. Yeah, she does know what he's capable of now. And another thing, I'm going to hit on this again. This is old news, but whenever she had said they didn't want to pay her because it was going to look like hush hush money, it's like, I thought of that and it's like, what do you mean, Morgan? Hush hush money. Hush hush money for what? You worked for him. He's paying you like he usually does. What do you mean he said it would look like hush hush money? What would have to be hush hushed if there was nothing to hush hush? If Barry wasn't involved and you didn't know anything, what would be hush hush money? Why would that even come to mind to say something like that? Hush, hush money. You're an employee. He's paying you. Did anybody else like get like blown away by that? What do you mean hush, hush money? What is there to hush, hush? If he's done nothing wrong, oh, it's going to look like hush, hush money if I pay you now. No, it's going to look like you're paying your employee like you've always done. So what do you mean hush, hush? It's going to look like hush, hush. What is there to hush, hush? See, like, there's been things that have been said right from the beginning that have given it away. Yes. And it's like, she gives away more and more. Like, she should just shut the hell up too. Because now that the dogs hit on this site, she turns around and sends a text. Oh, did the dogs get Suzanne sent there? Like, what? Whoa, where the hell? That came right out of left field. Who would say that unless they know something about that site? Yeah, I believe that there's a lot of code talking going on. There's a lot of code talking that goes on with, yes, Oma, yes, she did. I don't know if that's been released yet, but yes, she has. Exactly. Like, why would somebody just come out? Oh, did they hit on Susan? Did the dog hit on a site that she had been working at and was told to be there for 9, then 8, then 9, then 8, and then got there, only worked Barry sent her home at 11 because he said he had to go home and make the wife happy, but she had to make that flat, 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 nice, nice, nice. So with her being there, making that nice, 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 being sent home early from that site when she thought she'd be there for the day, you know what I mean? And then her making that comment when the dog sniffed there. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes, I would say Oma. Irish Spirit Ice said, I really want to know who the two men that came up to her. What are you talking about, Irish Eyes? Oh, okay, for her paycheck type thing? Yes, tube crime. I have said that right from the beginning. In every lie, there's a little bit of truth. Oh, yeah. All you got to do is catch it. Like I said, when I was working for a private investigator, I learned a lot, a lot. And working in the legal field as long as I have, I learned a lot about, sometimes there's more said by what's not said. And in every lie, there's a bit of truth. You just got to learn how to pick that. Sue says, I think Morgan is still in contact with Barry. I think too. I think so too. And I think that she's causing a distraction too, so people don't set their sights on her for other things. I can't really talk about that right now. But there's more to the Morgan thing than people know. Yeah, there's going to be more that's going to come out. And don't forget, they had her phone. And what a lot of people, yeah, I'm good at that too, Prime. I can make people tell on themselves. Yep. I told Des about an incident that I had to go and serve somebody that the guys at the office had been trying to serve for many, many months, and they couldn't get, anyway, and I got it done. Like, I've got a gift for stuff like that too. Heather Thompson says, do you think Barry was seeing someone behind Suzanne's back? I think Barry was doing a lot of things behind Suzanne's back, and not just with one person. So what else do I have here? Yeah, there was another thing that somebody brought up too, that, and I'm not so sure about this. Yeah, Morgan backed up Jeff, but there's something strange in her demeanor. Yeah, like, why wasn't any of this brought out right at the beginning? This is what, you know what I mean, you guys? Jeff and Morgan, why, when Suzanne first went missing, why didn't they say something about the bleach and everything then? Because I know that there was strong bleach smells at the house too, when the house was searched. Yes, Deborah, I seen that too about that blue. Okay, Oma, I'll probably email you back after. Kathy says, does anyone have any ideas about the 5 comment? Yep. Yeah, I know, lovely LG. No, there's nothing. No, I'm not saying nothing about the 5. Well, that's what I was saying, lovely LG. Puckett got paid. Why wouldn't she have just got paid? She'd been working for him for some time. So, hush hush money, like, where did that come from? If you go back and listen to PE, there's only one that you won't figure out yet. No, it's not about 5 or more women. But if you go back and watch Profiling Evil, you will figure 4 of them out. No. 2 crime, 5 mountain lions. The mountain, that's another thing. The mountain lion theory has been completely, forget it, never happened, wouldn't happen. No. And 5 mountain lions would not be in the same area. 1 mountain lion takes control over a vast area. No other mountain lions generally, unless they're babies or whatever, will not go in the area. They're very territorial. 2 crime, 5 mountain lions. With Barry, though, you never know. He's never going to confess to anything, Nancy. Yes, thank you, Julie. Yeah, you'll get the 4, but you won't get the 5th one. And there's good reason why that's being held right now. You may find out by the end of the week, though. I wonder if Cassidy will come out and say something. I don't think Cassidy is going to say anything unless he's forced to. Catherine Rimmer says that as a lie from police too, with that lion. The police, oh my God, there was a big cover. What? What are you talking about, Catherine? Deborah says, any news on BM neighbor? Isn't her life being threatened? Is she being protected? I don't think her life is being threatened at all. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many times they ask me, I'm not going to come out with it until it's released. Another comment that I found that was kind of weird was on August 23rd when Barry had said that he searches every day and he'll continue to search every day, that he promised his daughters that until he finds her. But then he didn't even give an iota of nothing for this search. He wanted no part of it. Yes, that's been totally ruled out. As far as I know, Lauren is doing okay. She's fine. Yeah, there's no mountain lion involved in this whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. That has been ruled out long ago. Welcome back, Dee. Elizabeth says, I wonder why there is a check-in on Suzanne's Facebook page on the 17th of May. That depends on what you've seen there, because don't forget, law enforcement confiscated stuff like that, and they would be checking all her Facebook for any information and stuff. So, but I do know that somebody had used her Facebook later on the 9th and into the 10th. That was not her. Oh, my darling niece. She loves learning at home. I'm being facetious, Dee. Deborah says, has anyone heard the area has wolverines? That was another thing that was being said, that Barry had these wolverines in cages and was ready to release them. Raging Night Wolf said Barry couldn't win either way with the search. If he turned up, people wouldn't want him there, or his presence would be a freak show. If he didn't turn up, he was also wrong. Either way, he can't win. I don't know, I'm not so sure about that. That could be. The thing I have a problem with that Raging Wolf is he could have said that. He's been advised to stay away. He had no problem telling them to get back, but they were getting close to his, he could have said, he could have talked to his brother-in-law and said, look, I've been advised not to participate for these reasons. Like, he doesn't want it to be a shit show. He wants Andy to be able to do what he's going to do to find his sister. He could have said a lot of things, and he didn't have to say it himself. He could have had somebody else say it if that was the case. Exactly. And if he didn't want his voice being analyzed and all that, he could have had somebody else, one of the guys that he had staying at his home, come out and say, look, this is why he's not. We don't want to cause distractions away from this. It's better that he just stays in the house and stays away from everything, so he's not accused of planning stuff, so he's not accused of doing this or doing that or whatever. He could have said that, but he didn't. Yes, I agree, Ken, but I'm saying he could have had one of his friends just go out, because he had a bunch of people at that house during the search. I think there's still one there. He could have had one of them come out and say, look, he's staying away, so he can't be accused of anything. That's all they had to say. Not that he doesn't want to help search. He's staying away, so it can't be construed any which way, good or bad. End of story. That's all that had to be said. Yes, Kat, I agree. And it didn't even have to come from him. He could have sent one of his guys out that was in that house with him. Red Dawn had Wolverines. There were mountain boys and a militia fighting, invading Russia. Oh, God. Too crime, you crack me up. Drama remains on stage, says. He could have been he would have been a distraction, and he also had every right to protect his property. He spoke to Andy. Andy seems okay with Barry now. Okay, let's relook at that. The first encounter that Andy had with Barry, Barry was putting up cameras and had a shotgun slung over his shoulder, and not nicely told Barry and the people that were with Barry to back off because they were getting dangerously close to private property. That was the first encounter. Then when the internet blew up with that and Barry looked like guilty as hell about hiding something, then yesterday he got nice about it and gave a statement that he loves Andy and go ahead and search my property as he was heading out with his bobcat and his daughters. So more distraction, more covering up. When Barry seen the amount of anger and rage that people had when he confronted his brother-in-law putting up cameras and with a shotgun slung over his shoulder and telling them to back off, and it wasn't said nicely, that's when he decided to change his tune. Oh, thank you, Julie, for that $20 super chat. Thank you so much. You're a wonderful person and professional. Thank you, Julie. I really appreciate that. And the others too that have sent in super chats. I really do appreciate it. And it just helps me being able to continue doing this, especially now that I'm not at work. I'm not nothing. I'm sick at home. So that does help. Thank you. He had 600 to 700 strangers wandering the woods around him. I would have been at home protecting too. Andy wasn't the one. Okay, but the thing is, they weren't there looking to steal from him. They were looking for his wife that's missing. So I've got to disagree with that. If my loved one was missing, I don't care if there's 5,000 people scouring my property looking for my wife, or sorry, my husband. I wouldn't care. It'd be open game if I had nothing to hide. Come on. They weren't there to rip him off or rob him or scratch up his truck or steal his plants or break into his house. They were there to search the property for his missing wife. The last known place she was at that house. Why wouldn't you want people, as many as you can get, helping look for your wife? Come on. Where's Barry? Katrin says, where's Barry and the daughters and the bobcat? They left yesterday after they gave the okay to search his property. And that's just the property, not the house. He gave the okay to search the property, and he left with the bobcat with his daughters in a truck behind him. Yes, I agree. Protect your house and shit. But I don't know. But the thing is, there wasn't 700 people on his property. There was like 5 that were close to the property line when this statement was made about backup. Okay, Mr. Tube Crime. Like I said, you guys, I want you guys to all head over and smash the subscribe button on Tube Crime's channel. Go check out his stuff. He's got some good stuff over there too. Lisa Hogan says, people who have nothing to hide, hide nothing. Yes. And we can agree to disagree. I have no problem with that. But I know personally that I wouldn't care if there was 1,000 people scouring my property. But then again, I wouldn't have put myself in the position that Barry has with the hiding of stuff and the lying and everything else. So he's kind of put himself on people's radars. And do I agree with vigilante crap? Absolutely not. Let the police do their job. But if there's people that are threatening Barry and that, I don't know. I think Barry's brought a lot of that on himself. Oh, thank you, Julie. So yes, and everybody is entitled. Like, there's people out there that totally believe in Barry. And you know what? If you want my honest opinion, I hope to God he had nothing to do with it. And I will be the first to plaster it all over my page and apologize up and down to him if he is found not guilty of this. But it's not what I'm getting. I wish to God I could say, I don't think he did it. Believe me. So the people that do believe in him, I respect you too. I don't think, honestly, drama, I don't think that anybody in their right mind would give up their life and end up in jail for the rest of their life for taking a shot at Barry. I don't think so. Are people angry? Yes. But I don't think people are going to take him out like that, especially when you're being tracked and there's hundreds of people around. You're not going to take a shot at somebody and take them out and go to jail the rest of your life for Barry Morphew. Yeah, if he's innocent, I'll be the first. I will plaster it all over my channel. And I hope to God he is. But from what I've found, I can't be on board with saying that he's innocent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the ones that are standing by him, and I respect you the same as I respect anybody else. Barry knew Jackie says Barry knew Andy was organizing the search and never offered him a room in the house or help. Then straps a rifle around his, yeah. And I mean, I kind of understand why Barry didn't offer him a room because, and in no way am I condoning anything Barry has said or done, but Andy has made it quite clear that he thinks Barry did it. So I can understand why Barry didn't offer him a room in the house. And I don't think Andy would have went there. He made a statement, okay? And the statement still resonates with me right now as the same as it did when I first heard him say it. He has no reason to go in that house. His sister isn't there anymore. If his sister was there, he would go in. But his sister's not there. He doesn't want to go in. If his sister's not there, he doesn't want no part of going in there. Raging Wolf, I believe in innocent until proven guilty too, but all the signs are pointing to him. And I think everybody has a right to their own opinion. I thought Two Crime was an older guy. No, he's not old. I'm old. He's not old. Miriam says, I thought Tube Crime was an older guy. I never thought he was so cute. Ah, he's a handsome fella. Yeah, Andy wants no part of going in that house. And they did search the property, and just to let you know, the around the area of the house that they did search, the dogs didn't hit on anything there, but the dogs did hit on something farther out behind the house. Respectfully, I don't think you do, since you've been very vocal of BM's guilt. I believed him innocent until I have proof. My proof, the only proof I need is to prove to myself that I'm being objective with what I'm getting and what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. I make my judgments on that. Raging Night Wolf. And when I started getting, not only intuitively, but through my cards, that he's guilty, then no, I don't think he's innocent anymore. So, yes, I did give him the benefit of the doubt. I think the first reading I did on the situation was on the 13th. I listened to everything. I went through many reads before my first ever, and I was asked to put this. Okay, Jojo Oli, what is that supposed to mean? Well, Barry shouldn't blame Andy, was trying to do a publicity stunt. Do you think, really? You think this was a publicity stunt, Jojo? Is that what you're saying? Well, thank you, Shannon. Sherry Kirk says, didn't Barry offer $100,000 for a reward? What Barry should have done was get a hold of Texas Echo Search and paid them. Yeah. Katrin, yes, always. I think Barry is in the chatter, a friend, yes. Julie says, Susan, I'm looking for a friend. Okay. Yeah, Barry. Okay, I thought you were saying I'm going to show that. I wasn't going to allow that comment, Jojo. But yeah, Barry was the one saying that Andy was doing this as a publicity stunt. Andy spent a lot of his own money, you guys, coming here, as if I'm in Colorado, going to Colorado to search for his sister. This was no publicity stunt. He wants to find his little sister. Yes, I'm surprised that Texas Echo Search hasn't come in. Yes, Miriam says, I want a brother like Andy. I think everybody should have a brother like Andy. I agree, Shannon. That's all he wants. He wants to find his little sister. Raging Wolf says it's possible the case will still go cold. I doubt that very much. See? Jilly Bean says, Tube Crime is so handsome, and that voice of his strong, confident, and sexy. Oh, you guys, go show him some love. He is. He's a very handsome man. You guys go on over there and smash that subscribe button on Tube Crime. Crime Story says, do you think it'll go cold? No. Paula Potter says, Ellie has to invite Texas. No, they don't. Anybody can hire them. Oh, God. Kate's advocate. There we go. Hey, back off my tube crime. He's gonna come in here and blow me up. You guys go on over there and everybody go. He's a married man, you guys, but yes, he is. He's a very good looking man. And he has some good stuff over there, and he does. He offers a little bit of humor, and the thing is, with what he does, there's so much hints and clues and everything in there. A lot of people don't get it, so I kind of just sit back and chuckle sometimes. I don't see it. Julie. Julie. Oh, why, hello, Amber. Jennifer. Oh, no. Oh, a crime story. Oh, thank you very much, a crime story. I've checked out your channel too, and it's pretty cool too. So you guys go on over and check out a crime story too. Go check out their channel. There's some information over there too. I have shoes older than tube crime. Don't we all? Drama. Julie, I allowed that. Usually I don't. So yes, Katrin too. Why doesn't he give Andy the money for the search from that other GoFundMe? I think there's more than just Barry that are part of that. So I think there's something going on with that thing, right? I'm not okay. I'm not going to talk much about that first GoFundMe because there's some stuff going on with that too right now. Yes, and you guys go and I don't have the link, but if you go to Profiling Evil's channel, they have the link for Andy Mormon's GoFundMe. That's the one that they want you to donate to, because the other one is going into Barry. They have all the links over there. So if you head over Profiling Evil, they have the links there for Andy Mormon's GoFundMe for Suzanne. And the thing that I love about that too, Andy has stated, okay, I will remove that now. What I like about what Andy is doing with the GoFundMe that he's setting up for this search and everything is everything that they don't need to help feed the searchers, the motel rooms and everything for the searchers. None of this is being put towards Andy's expenses. This is all towards the it's all going towards helping people be able to stay there and search. Okay. And what he's going to do is any monies that are remaining at the end of the search, he's donating to local LE so they can buy like a drone or something to help their law enforcement there in Salida, help like with drones or something like that that they may need, because they've used almost all of their resources and monies searching for Suzanne. Yes, Raging Nightwolf. Andy's campaign to find Suzanne shows how much complete strangers can come together for a common cause. Absolutely. Especially people of such a small town. People have come from far and wide. I even seen license placed you guys from Florida. Okay? They've come from far and wide to help. Like, and they LD says, I think it was hush money for the nephew. That money is being held right now. I don't think it's being released to anybody right now. Yes, that's why I'm saying go to Profiling Evil's page. They have the correct link for the GoFundMe that Andy has set up. One woman came from Chile. Really? I don't know about that. I didn't think they were allowing. I think their borders are closed. I don't know how a woman could come from Chile. Yes, I agree, Shannon. Miriam says, can you come to Colorado to help with the search? Regretfully, no, I cannot. Our borders, our Canadian borders are, I could go to the US, but I wouldn't be able to get back into my own country. Our borders are shut between Canada and the US to non-essential travel. Oh, cool. Oh, so, okay, so maybe she was granted some kind of temporary few-day visa to come in to help with the search. Wow, cool. Thank you, you guys, for correcting me on that. Wow, that's awesome. Because yes, because I know there's people that have gone that have had to leave because of the altitude and that, like they were getting deathly sick. And Tube Crimes buddy AK was one of them guys that got sick there. Okay, like if you're not used to this kind of altitude and stuff, you can run into serious trouble real quick. Oh, really? 4 foot and went up to this. Wait a minute. Barry. Barry said? Apparently she was 4 feet and went up the mountain to the snow line and she outwalked the men. Wow. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Julie, I'm not going to comment on that right now. Well, hello, Elizabeth from Norway. Yeah, this case has gone far and wide, you guys. Yeah, Andy said that, not Barry. Yeah, I can see Andy saying that, but not Barry. Wow, that's the little chilly lady is already assimilated to the altitude. Yeah, exactly. But to hear that she did better than the guys, that's cool. Oh, bless her. Oh, isn't that, yes, Shannon? I do. I got chills. Like, God bless her. I hope somebody got that on video. Oh, so Roberta says we have very thin air here. I'm in Colorado. Yeah, I don't think I've got asthma and that. I don't think I would be good out there. Oh, hello, Christine from the UK. Yes, this just proves, you guys, like we got Norway, we got the UK, we got all kinds of people here from all over. It just goes to show how far and wide this case has spread to. What question above, Julie? What question? Julie. No, no offense taken, Julie. No, I just seen it. No, I'm just not going to speak on that because there's a big thing that's going on, I believe, with that first GoFundMe. And he's kind of tied to that, so I don't want to say too much about what I know about that right now. Yeah, Kat, like I've heard a lot of people have had problems with the altitude. Yeah, see, Sue's too. She's from the UK. We've got so many from Germany. Katrin Reimers, Germany. Hello, Germany. I hope you guys are all well. The UK, Germany, like wherever you guys are from. I just pray for everybody with this COVID stuff going on. I don't think Barry needs any financial support. Busy Mom says, will Suzanne be found? I think that I think somebody's going to be, I don't, in my heart of heart, things are going to be found that's going to lead to justice for Suzanne. I'm going to put it that way, okay? I agree, Christine. Like, this has gone far, far. Louisiana, Lafayette area, wow. Maryland. We got people from all over. Ohio. Angela, no, that initial GoFundMe is tied up right now. Hello, Arizona in the house, San Francisco. Tara from San Francisco, Sherry Lee from Arizona. So Drama's from Durango, Colorado, but lives in Georgia, outside Atlanta, Arkansas. Got all kinds of people in the house here. Lisa Hogan, Ontario, Canada. I'm from Ontario, Canada, too. Idaho, Shannon. We got people from all over here, you guys. Scotland, UK. Yes. And we got Tanya from Arkansas. Yes, you guys, if you go to Profiling Evil's channel, they have the proper GoFundMe for Andy. Hello, Strawberry Wine in Oklahoma. I love that song, by the way, Strawberry Wine. Tara Murphy from Montreal, living in San Francisco. I'm not far from Montreal. I'm right at the Quebec border, Tara, from the Ontario-Quebec border. So I'm about an hour and a half from Montreal. But you're at the other end of the country now. Arkansas, Beverly, Winmouth. Okay, Angela's in Arkansas. Yes, I love that song, Strawberry Wine. Okay, let me just look at my notes here, guys, to see if I'm missing anything. Yeah, what's really, hello, Salty. I hope I said that right, from San Diego. Yeah, so what really got me today, you guys, is when I heard that I think it was the FBI and CBI guy almost fell off their chair when they got this information today. So I'm excited about that. Very excited about that. And I believe that information, Lisa says, I'm an hour and a half from you. Ah, where are you, Lisa? What's the biggest city that you're near? I'm near Ottawa. Julie says, above and beyond, do you think this is more about taking all privileges away from Suzanne and keeping her in a castle and forgetting about true love? Like, no. I believe this is about Suzanne asking for a divorce. She wanted away from him. Oh, you're not far from me at all, Lisa. Yes, and what peeved me off, Lisa, is we had a large group that was going to go through the old Kingston Pen. We had our tickets and everything and had to cancel. And I've been waiting for that forever. My dad is in Ottawa. Tara. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. Not so sure about the pink bike was brought to Scott for parts or something along them lines. There was something about a pink bike, but there was also a pink biking glove found. One glove. Kim Bass says, why did Barry take his backhoe when he left with the girls? I don't know. I'm asking the same thing, Kim. And there was a pickup also behind him with the girls in it. Yes, Suze. Yeah, I've been waiting right now to try and get. Des wants to come and see me. I want to go and see Des, and our borders are closed right now. But yes, Canada is beautiful. As well as my son has been to the UK. He actually lived over there for a while, and he says it's just amazing, beautiful. He was near London somewhere, like south of London, not far from. Oh God, see, there's my memory. But the pictures that he showed me were beautiful. Raging Night Wolf says, "Love and hate are closely intertwined." Yes, they are. Beverly says, "And why did Barry get rid of his truck?" I believe that the lease was up on that one, so he traded it. Like, I know here in Canada, every couple of years, like, instead of buying a new car, you can lease them for a set time, and then at the end of the lease, you can either buy out the remainder owing on the car, or you can trade it for a brand new lease again on a brand new car. So I'm kind of thinking that's what happened there. But I could be wrong. That's what I'm assuming right now, my opinion. Yeah, the GPS and everything had been taken off the other truck already anyway. They got all the information off that other truck that they needed. But the thing is, they can't track his new one now. Or are they? Do you think maybe his new truck is being tracked? Do you think that there's a tracking device on his new truck? You guys remember back to, I probably shouldn't have said that. But do you guys remember back to Letitia Stout when there was a tracking device put on one of the rentals? So I would not be surprised one bit if there is not a tracking device on that new truck. If they can do it on a very quickly on a rental that Letitia Stout is renting, the aunt rented for her, they put a tracking device on it. He's being tracked by more than just one person. Nobody knows what's going on behind the scenes. And just keep this in mind, you guys. If we are thinking it, they've already thought about it and done it. Okay? Wow. Shannon, really? Love to hate are very real. Yep. Do you remember in the read that I did on Barry where it said he's between worlds? That's a perfect example. The fine line between the love and the hate. Yes, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Julie. I'm not, oh, hello, Flower Child from Alaska. I'm not saying that they have to get warrants for the GPS, I believe, but who's to say that they haven't put another tracking device on that vehicle like they did on Letitia Stout? What do I make of him laying there? I have my theories on that I don't think I'm going to share right at this point, because there's also information that's come out about that area. I can share that with you. That when he had said that he wanted to go and check that bluff to see if she'd been thrown down there, like why stop at a random place on the side of the road, a bluff you want to check? It wasn't even a bluff, okay? And then for him to come back and just lay down there, it's like, that picture says 1,000 different things. And there's also things going around. Yeah, there was no bluff. It was just like a decline. There was no bluff. That's not what a bluff is classified as. Like, this is all distractions. And like I said, you guys, like, I think she's been moved at least twice. From the time this happened on the 9th, she's been moved twice. Yeah, it was more like a little hill going down, like into a ravine. It wasn't a bluff. Yeah, I believe there's another kind of tracking device that could have been put on that new one. That area has significance to him for some reason. I'll leave it at that. And also there's pictures going around. I think the picture that was taken was just that picture, that tree isn't in the picture anymore. Everybody's talking about that tree being missing out of the picture. I think it's just out of frame, like a different angle. But that where he laid down, I truly believe that is a significant area for him. And I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. Because he didn't know that picture was being taken, you guys. Yes, I can't wait to be able to go there, Lisa. It almost looked like there could have been a campfire there at one time. I seen a few different things there. Yeah, at that spot where he was laying down. I seen a few different things there, and I know it's been searched. You want my opinion on the chlorine thing? I think the chlorine was put down to try and keep away dogs from smelling something. Yes, there is stuff there that looks kind of suspicious, but I think that is an area where he might have went with Suzanne at one time, and that he might have gone back to for his own reasons. I think bleach was poured on different things to hide the smell, whether that be clothing, like to try and keep dogs from picking up scents of even stuff that could be alive. Like, I'm not talking just about body decomp. I'm talking about the scent maybe off a shirt that he buried, or a shoes of hers that he buried, and then pour bleach on them to get rid of her scent. Yes, it could be used for many things, but I think it was used to cover up smells of different things. Raging Wolf says, given body I imagine it would be difficult to move a body unless it was encased in something. All it has to do, like to move a body, if you've got we'll say even body parts wrapped in garbage, big thick contractor garbage bags, and then stuffed into a duffel bag or something, it wouldn't be that hard to keep moving. And then if you pour chlorine or bleach over top of that duffel bag, it's gonna keep the smell away for some time. Could have been anything, Maureen, that he had, if he'd done it, put her in. But I would believe that she would be wrapped in plastic first before being put in anything, because the plastic would help keep odor from escaping. And then the bleach on top of all that would kind of mask the smell of anything. And that's just like scents off of clothing or decomp. It could be used for many things. And that's why I believe that this didn't just happen spur of the moment. This was, I think he thought about this for a while and had things set in order. So if things didn't go the way he wanted them to go, that he had ways of disposing of her, if he did it, which I believe he did. Yes, Raging Wolf. There's been so many distractions, Maureen, that like I watched a video probably about a month. I haven't even been able to really sit you guys and watch videos because I have really been sleeping a lot. I'm surprised I'm actually still talking. My throat is hurting, but that's okay. That I watched Profiling Evil the night that they did all the red flags. That is worth $1 million. Okay. No, no. That's okay, Dee. We'll try and talk later. I gotta give my voice a rest in a little bit there, and I'll call you later, and we can chit chat, and I can say hi to Bailey. Yeah, and like I said, you guys, go and watch that video I did on Barry. It's like, oh, okay. Then you call me. It is 2. You're late. Yeah, give me a call, Des, around 5. Because I have a funny feeling I'm going to take my meds and pass out again for a while. Yes, dogs' noses are really good, but Catherine, like I'm saying, how I love you. What I'm saying is, if a body is wrapped in layers of plastic and then bleach poured over top of that, put into something, and then bleach soaked that, like say like a duffel bag, which is made of like fibers, right? And then that is soaked with bleach. It's going to ward off dogs for a while, and buried underground. It would hold off the scent for a while. Okay, Suze, you take care too. I hope you feel better soon too. Thanks for popping in. Yes, I'm worried about that too, Madeline, about the girls being hurt, because if they do go to arrest him, he has nothing left to lose. Yeah, the personal readings are even, I'm going to try and start again, you guys, up on possible. I got to go back to my doctor's again Thursday morning. So hopefully Thursday afternoon, I can start doing the private reads again, okay? Luby Lou, I've had several readings right from the beginning that have that 3 in them. Yes, Raging Nightwolf, that's what I have said. It would temporarily disguise the decomp. But you got to remember, if he's layered this, like wrapped all in this plastic with bleach in between, and then shoved into a duffel bag that's of fibers, and then that's all bleached, it could hold it off for some time. Oh, you're welcome, Jackie. Thank you guys for being here. And I want to thank you, everybody that's put in a super chat for me. That's really helped, because I'm not doing any type of work, even in my real job. I haven't been able, I've had to hand that off to other people because I'm not allowed to be going out. Like the last thing I need to do is catch this COVID on top of this. So I haven't been able to even go and work. I haven't been doing any private readings, nothing. I've had to reschedule all my reads that I do from home too. So those super chats, you guys really have helped. So thank you very much to everybody who's thrown in a super chat. I really appreciate it. And thank you all for being here and being part of this. Like, I love all you guys too. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I love you guys too. Like I've always said, I've got the best subscribers around. Oh, thank you, Kat. Hey, Raging Wolf, I love a good debate. So we don't have to agree, like we're individuals, but the respectful way that we do it, I love it. And like I said, I will be the first to plaster that all over my channel if he is found innocent. Okay? I have no problem. And look at, I got goosebumps. So Raging Night Wolf, anytime. I love having debates and giving each of our opinions on why we think the way we do. And like I said, I respect everybody. If you are for Barry Morphew, you're welcome here just as much as everybody that isn't for Barry. Oh, thank you, Maureen. Thank you, thank you. You guys are great. Thank you so much. So yeah, it's like I respect everybody and I respect everybody's opinion. Hey, if you're for Barry, I respect you. If you're not for Barry, I respect you. So I have my own personal opinions, and everybody, including all of you, are entitled to your opinion, and you should not be condemned for that. Okay? He told Andy he loved. Yes, I'm kind of concerned about that too. It almost sounds like a last goodbye. I am very much praying. Thank you so much, Maureen, for that. I really appreciate it, and I hope, like I said, I'm trying to get stuff out. I tried to do my posts, but I just wanted to come on because this was just too much for posts today with what I found out today. So I wanted to come on and do a quick, maybe half-hour live, and I've been here almost 2 hours. My voice is starting to feel it, so I will have to start wrapping up. And I am hoping you guys to start, even the private reads have been put on hold. So I hope to start them up again Thursday after I see my doctor, see what he says. So yes, so thank you all you guys for coming out today, for sitting here with me for 2 hours, for all your opinions, your theories, your thoughts. I appreciate and respect you all. Oh, thank you, Katrin. Raging Wolf, always a pleasure. I hope you're in my next one too, so we can, they can get both sides, and I like it. I love it. Okay, I don't mind being corrected either when I'm wrong. Okay. Yes, I'm praying for all the searchers out there. Big hugs and love and light sent to Andy and every searcher that's out there and who has searched. We thank you. Okay. And yes, God bless you all, especially the people who have gone out and helped do these searches. My respect is with you guys. And I know how much that means to Andy and the Mormon family. And to her girls, okay? Okay, you guys, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you again for being here. Hopefully I can get in another live. Oh, thank you, Raging Wolf. And peace be with all yous too. God bless you all. And thank you, thank you, thank you again for helping out with those super chats and everything. And you guys take care and please stay safe. Don't let this coronavirus get us. Okay? Okay, you guys, so bye-bye for now.